Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Concept Clear. Today we have discussed about class 6 history chapter number 5. What book and burial site tell us? So let's start our today discussion. If you are not seen the previous video, this link is given in the bio. Please visit and watch the video because it's clear your basic concept for the UPSC examination. Let's start our today discussion. One and oldest book in the world. The four main book in the world is the Rigveda, Samveda, Yajurveda and Atharvaveda. There is the most important book is Rigveda, Samveda, Yajurveda and Atharvaveda. The oldest book is the Rigveda. Oldest book is Rigveda. Rigved is the oldest book. It's 3500 year ago. It's composed 3500 year ago. Rigveda has the many hymns. Hymns called as the Sukta and well said. Many poems called as the hymns and hymns called as the Sukta and well said. Hymns means Sukta and well said. The hymns are praise for the god and goddess. Why hymns is useful? The hymns are the praise for the god and goddess. Soma is the one liquid is the prepared in the special occasion. Soma is the special liquid. It's the plant for the special occasion. It's a soma. Soma is a liquid form. It's prepared in the special occasion which make in the plant. The hymns are composed by sects. Sects means rishis. Praised are the student, rishis and the each syllabus. You have the read many memories and stories about rishis and the student. Then next is Sanskrit language and other languages. The main language of Sanskrit is known as the Indo-European language, and other group of Indo-European languages Gujarati, Hindi, Kashmiri, Sindhi, Asian language, Persian language, many of European language like French, German, Greek, Italian language, Spanish language, and other is the these all are the one family language. It's all is the one family language, and the pronouns of this language are also same. Like in the Sanskrit, they use the matra. Matra means ma. In the Hindi, we use the ma. And in the English, we use the mother for mother. Then these are all pronouns are the same. So we can say that these all language are in the one family in a one group. Then historian study. How to historian study Rigveda? Historian get the many evidence from the Rigveda, and many archaeologists find the past and the resources about the Rigveda and study of Rigveda. Some of the hymns in the Rigveda dialogues in the part of some of the hymns are the part in the dialogues. Hymns part like dialogue. The Vishwamitra is the one of the famous rishi in the Rigveda. Vishwamitra is the one or important person in the India rishis. This is the name found in the Rigveda by archaeologists. And the two rivers are the mentioned in the Rigveda, Bias and Satluj. In the ancient time, river is the worship as a god and goddess. So two important rivers in India, Bias and Satluj is mentioned in the Rigveda. Manuscript is the Rigveda on the brick in the Kashmir. About 1500 years ago, we find manuscript in the Kashmir location, and this is the printed text on the Rigveda. You can see image here of this printing. Manuscript means what? The written evidence in the past is called as the manuscript. We have studied manuscript in the chapter number 1st. If you are not seen the chapter number 1st video, then please clear the concept. Then next is Vishwamitra in rivers. Vishwamitra is the one of the most important rishi in the India and in the also Rigveda. The river is the most important part of our life. So river are the worship as a god and goddess in the past time. Then next is the most important river here is the two mentioned Saraswati and Ganga. Saraswati, Ganga and Yamuna is the most important river, and this is mentioned in the Rigveda as a hymns. This is the river mentioned as a Rigveda in the hymns. Cattle, horse and chariots. There are the many prayers in Rigveda like cattle, children's. We have find many evidence like cattle, horse and chariots. Horse we can find, yoke we have find, and yoke and horse and cattle are used in many battles. Battles were also fought for the land, which is important for the pasture and growing hardly crops in the repent. These is land are also used for the growing crop and other vegetables. Then next, most important part of this war, this is the not regularly army. The most important part of the war is handled by the army and a one particular group. Word describing people. There are several ways to describing people. The term of the language. So here is the question: how we describe the people, how we understand the people. So people has the speak by various languages. One people speak various language, other people speak various language. Like we are Indian, so we can say many language of Indian languages, and other European languages other. So if we identify the person, so we can based on languages. The speak places belong the family. Around family background we have to specifying people, communities, culture, practices, and many more other types that we can found the describing the people. Priest. Priest means what? Sometimes called as Brahmin. Priest is called as the Rishish. Rishish is called as the Brahmin. Priest Brahmin is the most important caste in the Hinduism, who is the perform various ritual and amongst the rajas. Brahmin is the perform various ritual. The rajas were not is the one of will be learning about later. They will be cities not take to pays. Raja is collect the tax, not paid tax. Then next is, here is the some concept about the Yajurveda, Rigveda, Athrveda and Rigveda. So first is the Rigveda. Rigveda is the earliest Ved in the most important text and large collection of hymns. Rigveda collect the hymns we have studied in the past, rituals and the ritual practices by the rishis. And these rituals are in the Sanskrit language. Then next is types of Veda. Here is the four types of main Veda. We can Agausi, Rigveda, Samveda, Yajurveda and athrveda. Rigveda is the earliest Veda, and Samveda is the belonging on the singing. Singing is the main important in the Samveda. Yajurveda is the called as the book of prayer. It's called as the mantra, and other resources for the prayer is called as the Yajurveda. Atharvaved is the book of magic. It means black magic book. Then next is Yajurveda. Yajurveda is the reaction of mantras, chants, ritual, worship, formulas and involve directly worship services. The all are mantras in the mentioned in the Yajurveda. Then next is Atharvaveda. Atharveda is the spells, magic and meant to pronounce by the person who seek from the some benefits. Person has some power like of black magic. It's all the rituals mentioned in the Atharvaveda. Then next is once was the word is jana. Jana is the most important word which is used in Hindi and other languages. Jana is used in Hindi and other languages. Jana means person. A person of a community is called as the jana. Vaishya. Vaishya is come from wish. Wish is called as the dasa and dasi. Dasa and dasi. Vaishya is the pronouns after dasa and dasi. Several wish jana are mentioned by the reference of Purujana, Vishjana, Bharatjana and Yadujana. Four type of jana is mentioned here: Puru jana, Vish jana, Bharat jana, and Yadu jana. Then next is Aryas are called as the dasa and dasyas, means servant. Dasa and dasyas means servant. There is the Vaisyas. There is the four type of tribe. First is the Brahmin, Sakas. Sakas is called as the Raja, and Vaishya. Vaishya is called as the Vaishya. Vaishya is called as the Dasa and Dasyus. The Dasa term is the female term. Dasa is the after Dasi. Dasi is the female term in the for the slave is called as the Dasi. This all in the mention in the Rigveda. Silent story of megalithics. Look at the illustration in the next page. Here is the one megalithic illustration. This is the note more useful for the UPSC contents. So if you have to read, so once time it's a read, after it's not more useful for UPSC examination. Here is the one picture that we can find the stone boundaries of the stone large scale standing grounding. Here is we get of the Rigveda. Picture we get in the Rigveda is the megalithic period age. We have studied stone age. There is the four type of stone age. First is the Paleolithic Stone Age, second is the Mesolithic Stone Age, Neolithic Stone Age, and Megalithic Stone Age. Four type of Stone Age. And here is also one illustration that get some dagger found in the iron dagger found in the Megalithic age, and is the horse equipment, and it's called as a dagger. You can see picture here. This is the not more useful, so once you can read it, either skip it. Finding about social difference. Archaeologists think that is object found in the sketches probably belong to dead person. Sketches means what? Archaeologists how to study about the past. About sketches. Sketchel means those person who are dead and buried in the land. This is the dead person, and archaeologists find the dead person sketches and analysis the prospect. Brahmigiri is the most important about the Brahman. And other archaeologists find the gold beads, 2 stone beads, 4 copper bangles we have studied ago, and 1 conch shell, all found by the archaeologist. Where the spot means certain families. Where the burial spot means certain families. Burial spot. We can archaeology studies about the burial sketches and get the knowledge about the families, which family they belong, about the knowledge of skettles. A special burial Imagine map of on the second. It's a site of the river God, tributary of the Bhima. It was the occupied between 3000 to 3600 and 2700 year ago. One is the most important Bhima tributaries. Bhima tributaries is the found. Bhima is the tributaries. In the UPSC, the many tributaries asked by the UPSC board. So Bhima tributary is the one of the most important tributaries. You can study in the depth about Bhima tributary. This is the basic concept. Here we can solve only basic concept about only our clarity for the UPSC examination. Then what skettles study us? Why the archaeologists study the skettles? The archaeologists study first is it's a man or woman. It's a man or woman. About by their jewelry. They have to find by which caste they are belong. Occupation. There are the many occupation in the past time. Archaeologists studied about the skettles and many more other things by manuscript and other prospect. They have studied what is the occupation in the ancient time. They have deal with wheat, barley, rice, pulse, millet, peas, sesame, bones, and number of animals, bird bearing cuts and foods, cattle, and in animals. In animals they get cattle, buffalo, goat, sheep, dog, horse, pig, samvar, spotted deer, black buck, and many more mangoes, birds, crocodile, turtle, crab and fish. This is the animals they have find, and such is the fruit that used by the ancient people, amla, jamun, dates and variety of berries. Berries are useful because berries are also used by the ancient people in the past. Then next is, so here is the one image in the China. We have find the first evident around 3500 year ago in the China written manuscript evidence in the where we can find animal bones also called as the oracle bones. Animal bone called as the oracle bones. So this is the basic concept about the what is book said, what is book and earlier side tell us. So most important here for book Rigveda, Yajurveda, Athrveda and Samveda. You have to deep knowledge about on this book. If you like this video, so please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for the get notification earliest. And subscribe, join the channel Concept Clear. Join the Telegram channel Concept Clear for the get NCERT all PDF and most important notes for the UPSC. Thank you. Subscribe the channel for the more videos. Thank you.